All right, so you've been practicing that nice thumb grip that we've been using. We've been having it in the right hand, but we know that our dog wants it on our left-hand side, and we probably need to give feedback from that side at some stage, and it probably will be a lot more comfortable as well too. Today we're going to be talking about how to go back and forth between your right and your left hand while using that thumb grip. So welcome back to day 9 of our 30-day loose leash walking challenge. My name is Kristen from Salty Pack. So if it's your first day here for whatever reason, I'm just really gonna quickly go over what I mean by that thumb grip. So I generally am getting everything set up with my right hand just being right-handed, but everything that I'm doing with my right hand can obviously be done with the left. So using a kind of backwards L here, backwards capital L, we have the loop of the leash on our thumb. Then we're going to come down our leash and I go, okay, well, my dog, I'm going to give about that much space and distance, for example. And then this loop looks very similar to the loop at the end of our leash. What we're going to do is just bring those guys together and then grab everything with our leash. That creates a really nice, solid, locked-in leash. Now, the problem is it's super solid and locked in. But the easy part of having a thumb grip like this is we can really easily go back and forth between that right and left hand. If you've ever found yourself doing like the princess twirl around, it's probably because your leash just the handling just hasn't been easy enough. So even with this grip, we can come around the back and I can very easily just flick it back over here and then coming back around. So if your dog is doing circles around us, we can really easily make sure that we are staying up to speed with our usually much faster than us dogs. So how that looks is when I have my thumb grip kind of all set up in my right hand, I kind of just give like almost like a handshake. So it's as if I'm going in for that handshake. I've got my thumb kind of open here, open with my hand, and I'm just going to open up the hand, bring it into the thumb, and I can just pass it over to the other side, right? Like magic. Going back and forth, backward, like going in for a handshake, going through with that thumb, and then everything comes down here. So you've got the nice solid thumb lock right in there. So try just going back and forth. You can do this while the leash is not attached to anything, but if it makes it more comfortable, you can grab a collar that you can just attach your leash to, maybe attach it to a chair or something like that. But just go back and forth and just see how that feels for you. So I'd like you to do this without a dog first and make sure that everything feels really good for you to start with. So for today, once you have a good handle on how to do your leash handling back and forth, I want you to try and bring your dog out and about. Now, this is probably going to be best done in a low distraction environment because for you as the handler, again, this is another day for you to get your leash management all locked into place. So somewhere low distraction, a park that doesn't have very many people around, preferably just your backyard or somewhere that the dog really knows and is not going to get super amped up around, because I want you guys to be the main focus for today yet again. It's always us, isn't it? So have your thumb lock in your right hand. Every once in a while, practice having it in your left hand. Then you can practice having it in the right, and then practice having it in the left. There might be one hand that feels better for you. For some people, that is having it in the right hand, even if the dog is on the left-hand side, because they just prefer having that hand nice and easy, readily available to be giving those rewards for our dogs. But if having it in the left hand is more comfortable for you, this is an extra little added bonus that you can try for today as well. When you give your marker word of yes, make sure that you're, again, mark then move. I would be saying yes with that leash in your left hand, pass it over to the right, then with your left hand, grab the treat to give to your dog, and then you can go back over into the left hand for your handling. So this again is where it's going to be a big focus for you guys as handlers. It looks really looks very easy, but it can be a little bit difficult for some people to get the handling of it. So that is going to be the ultimate goal that I want you guys to try and get to today, is to be able to walk in the backyard with your dog with the leash on your left-hand side. Yes. Wow. So if you can do that with a dog at the end of the leash, wonderful. That's where I kind of want you guys to get to. Again, it's going to be much easier to practice in low distraction environments before we actually go out and your dog's a little bit more, has a lot more competing motivators around. So how I would probably say to structure for today is spend about 5 minutes, maybe 3 to 5 minutes of just going back and forth and then practicing with your dog. This can be done kind of over the course of maybe a couple of sessions. So you might even do like maybe a leash handling thing in the morning and then work with your dog in the afternoon after another little leash handling warm up, whatever's gonna feel best for you guys. But again, it's more of a handler day, so focus on yourself before your dog. Once you're ready with your dog though, as always, make sure that they haven't had their breakfast or dinner yet. You could even put it in your treat pouch or your pocket. Make sure that you're bringing it out with them with a nice hungry dog. Film your session as well too. This is another really important day for filming in case things aren't going according to plan. You can go, okay, what is actually falling down here? We can always help you guys out with that. So make sure to film your sessions. And as always, make sure to have some fun with your dog as well too. Good. All right, so to demonstrate how to go kind of back and forth between your hands while still rewarding. So most people are going to be likely walking with the dog on their left-hand side, which means most of the time when we give that feedback, we kind of want it to come from that left hand, particularly if our dog has been pulling, right? That's probably why we're here. So when the feedback comes from directly backwards, it's easier when it's in our left hand. But like we discussed, I would prefer if we could reward with our left hand. So this demo is just going to show you how to go from your right hand back to your left hand with an actual dog. Belle, she's our less than 1-year-old border collie, so she's got some beans today. Let's go. Yes. Oh. Nice, so then I can switch it back over to my left hand. Good. So when I need to give her feedback, nice, it can come from the right spot. Good. Let's go. Yes. Oh my goodness, getting all sticky. Let's go. Good, hopefully you can see that again. So remember, mark, then reward. Mark, then move. Let's go. Good job, girlie. Let's go. Yes. Nice, good job, girl. Then back over into the left hand. Nice, good girl. Let's see if I can do it from here. Yes. Let's go. Nope. Good. We'll talk about those little taps on a different day. Nice. Let's go. Nice and easy. Good. Nice. Good girl. Let's go. Yes. Let's go. Perfect. Nice job, girl. So biggest, most important thing to remember again is that when you give that YES, don't have your food at the ready. So I don't want the cue for the dog to be that my hand is going into the treat pouch and then I should pay attention. It should be, I give that yes, then I switch my hand over, reach for my food, give the dog the food, and then you can go back into that left hand. Nice job, girl. Thanks for watching today's video. My name is Kristen from Sculpting Back. If you would like to start from day 1 of our 30-day leash walking challenge, you can click on the recommended video to get started with your leash walking journey today. Good boy. Nice. Did you get me? You got me so